You want to buy my stuff? You want to buy my stuff? How do you feel about buying my stuff? What percentage are you paying? Guys, welcome back. Video number 56. I think it is, right? 55, 56, I don't know, something. I think it's maybe 55, who knows? Might be 57, who really knows? I gotta check it, right? Guys, welcome back. It was a long weekend. Hope everyone had a lot of fun at Collecticon. As you know, my team and I, we were at the Bridgewater Mall in Bridgewater, New Jersey. We were vending this weekend. It was so much fun, but man, it was long, 2 days. God, I think it was another, 14 hours of vending this weekend. You know, some of us, we do 7-day work weeks and then we go to work the next week and it's like we haven't had a day off in 2 weeks. So that's why vendors get to charge 100% and pay 80% because we spend our time, gang. But no, for real, some vendors are bad eggs. Some vendors are good eggs. My crew is a bunch of good eggs. We had so much fun this weekend, seriously. But what's today's video about, guys? I want to talk about some of the trends that I saw at the card show. You know, I really like to do that. But I think it's really helpful because the market is changing so fast. And, you know, when you get to speak to and hear from a vendor myself who's in the trenches, you know, in the woods there and, you know, seeing what's going on, I think that it can be helpful to you guys in some decisions that you're making. And, you know, hey, I want to go ahead and I want to buy this, or I want to trade for that, or, you know, what should I do about this grail? What should I do with my cards? You know, I don't, the market's moving. This influencer says this, that influencer says that. Stay present, guys. And that's what today's about. I just want to have a conversation about what we're seeing. But guys, before we get started, what do I want you to do? If you liked the video, like the video. Help me out, gang. 493 subscribers. Wow. Getting close to 500. 7 months only. Guys, amazing. Seriously, I can't thank you guys enough. It's nice to like be humbled and really, you know, zoom out and take a step back and realize how far we've really come with this YouTube thing. It's so much fun doing it. I really do have a blast. Thank you guys, anyone that watched me. But regardless of liking the video, enter the giveaway. All you gotta do, comment on a video, like the video, like any video, comment on any video between video 51 and 61, 50 and 60, I don't know, something like that. Charizard theme deck, then next giveaway is gonna be a banger, I promise you that, but anything helps, right? If it's free, it's probably for you, so why not do it? Do it up, gang, enter the giveaway. Thank you guys, let's get started. All right, boys, card show, Bridgewater Mall. My crew and I, like I said, we vended. We had a pretty sick little cube. Like it was like four vendors, and like we were all like hanging out. It was just like we were chilling, selling cards, trading cards, helping the community. It was really a lot of fun. But what did I notice? What were some trends that we saw? Guys, it's really interesting. I think there is a lot of fear being instilled into the market right now. And I, for one, just like anybody else, want this market to chill, if you will, because like I can't open anything. I haven't opened anything. Anything that I open is like $15 a pack. I don't want to open anything for $15 a pack. And I want to open things that are fun. I want to open Ascended Heroes for $4 a pack again. Can you imagine if we could open Ascended Heroes for $4 a pack? I'd be ripping that shit every single night. It'd be so much fun. But times have changed, guys. You can't rip fun stuff anymore unless you pay a premium. It's super unfortunate. If you want to rip Perfect Order and Chaos Rising, like, you know, it's kind of cheaper. Don't get me wrong. It's like $6 a pack. But I don't know. I just don't want to rip that stuff. I want to rip stuff where like there's cards that I want to hit. Sorry, like the Meowth is cool in Perfect Order and so is the Greninja and Chaos Rising, but like I want to hit the Forest Pikachu. I want to hit the Mega Gengar. I want to hit the Mega Dragonite. Like I want to hit those cards in Ascended Heroes. And it's unfortunate because you notice that you can't rip anything right now unless you pay a premium. But what does that lead my trend into of the card show that I saw? Guys, people are dumping their stuff left and freaking right. It's kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really shocked because, you know, look, I pride myself in being a good vendor, and a lot of people come up to my table with my brother and I, and they say, damn, you guys really price fair. Yeah, my entire crew prices fair because we don't do things like scummy people. So that's why people buy a lot from us. But what happened this weekend? People were selling their stuff like crazy. And guys, it's kind of interesting, right? Because the stuff that we're getting sold, like it's not, people aren't coming up with gold stars and, you know, PSA 9 EXs anymore. Or, hey, you want to buy my Shadowless 8s that I graded myself that I can't get rid of. People are coming up with like junk, right? And like there should be a picture on the screen or a video on the screen here. Guys, I actually bought, and I did the numbers. I did all the comping. I took everything out of the sleeves and like I inventoried it, right? I bought over 1,500 cards this weekend. And were they all bangers? No. Were some of them 50-cent cards? Yeah, probably about like 200 of them were 50-cent cards. And, you know, I bought them for much less. But, you know, a lot of the cards were $10, $20, $30. And it was honestly kind of insane the way that it really like balanced out. To be honest with you, it's wild to see. People just, they're getting out of Pokemon. The market is running the collector away on the lower end. Unless you find a true passion for, hey, I love this card, or I love that card, it's running away the average ripper that's just opening stuff and like are hoping to hit just like a Charizard, like a likable Pokemon. A lot of the cards that I'm getting, like some of them are worth $25 in IRs and people don't realize what they're worth. And the reason why is because they aren't familiar with Pokemon. They don't know what's going on in the current Pokemon market. So my point with that, the market is so volatile right now and so many people are just saying things that are just talking out of their ass that it's pushing away people from wanting to be in there because one influencer says like, oh my God, you have to sell everything, like get out of the hobby, it's so crazy. And then people are like doing it. I don't know. And listen, some people, I got some cool reasons why some people were selling some cards this weekend. One guy said, hey man, you know, I gotta fix my teeth. Like I need to sell all these cards. I'm like, here's $1,000, bro. You know, his cards are worth whatever X, but I pay pretty strong. Honestly, I'll tell you guys what I pay on cards. I don't really mind. If it's like modern and it's, you know, a lower end stuff, if it's like I bought a huge lot and it's like a bunch of crap, like, yeah, I'm gonna pay 70%, right? And it's like a lot of garbage. If it's good modern, I'll pay 80%. If it's vintage, I'll pay 85%. If it's good vintage, I'll pay 90%. That's really where I tend to hang out in that sense. But people, like, they're just coming up and it's almost like the community's trained that vendors have to buy at a percentage now and like they're preparing to sell their stuff at a percentage. But what I'm noticing is so many people just like want to get out. There's a lot of stagnation going on in the hobby with some things that people, you know, reflect it and think that we're going to go up. And don't get me wrong, it's very obvious, you know. I have close friends that tell me like, you know, Nick, I'm worried about Sword and Shield. Like, I get it. It's been a long time. It hasn't really moved much. Only really Silver Tempest has taken a jump in the past couple months. And, you know, don't get me wrong. A lot of us who have been collecting Sword and Shield for a long time are a little surprised. Absolutely. Are we scared? No. Is the community trying to scare you? Yes. So, you know, guys, be present, be grounded. There's a lot of opportunity coming up in the hobby is what I feel. People are selling a lot of their stuff right now. Buy their stuff if they want to sell it cheap and they want to panic sell. I will continue to buy panic sell stuff. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's hard to give everyone a rate if you're not organized. So come organize the vendors if you want to sell your stuff with a list. At least it'll kind of help people out. I have noticed that collectors a little bit off when it comes to comping your cards. One thing I will tell you, if somebody comes up to you with a collector list and it says $1,000, it's probably $950 in like real TCG player eBay values. Like, so don't just take a collector app and buy a percentage off of it. Like, if you're a vendor like myself, or you know, you're just trying to buy a collection from somebody and you want to flip it, whatever, like save yourself the headache and understand the collector comps a little bit higher. And I trust TCG as the Bible. I hope collector takes that step. If it could close the gap, I think collector's a lot better of an app when it comes to like user friendliness. You know, don't be afraid of collector, but as a vendor, I'm going to tell you what I see and, you know, protect yourself because, you know, one of the lots that I bought this weekend that I thought was going to be at like 75%, I ended up buying it at 85% because collector was wrong and I trusted collector. Don't trust collector. Just a little tidbit there. Guys, so back to really the market movers and kind of what we're seeing is, you know, look, not market movers, I should say market trends, right? Don't panic. 30th celebration is coming out. Going to bring a lot of good opportunity. You saw GameStop actually got bullied into dropping their prices to $99 per ETB. I, for one, was somebody that reserved some ETBs at $130 per ETB. I'm not afraid to admit it. I would like to get my hands on some product to rip, and I want to rip on that day. I don't care if I pay a little bit higher for the celebrations. It's one of those like celebrate sets. Like I'm okay with a celebratory vibe about it. I'm not going to pay way over MSRP for Pitch Black when it comes out after seeing what Chaos Rising and Perfect Order have done. Even Phantasmal Flames when it came out was kind of not lower than MSRP, but it was like hanging out around there. Like, you know, it dropped a lot and then it went back up. But you got the trend here, right? Like the Mega Evolution era is, it's a little funky. I do like it. I am excited for Pitch Black. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm very excited for Pitch Black. I think Pitch Black is going to be a fun set. I didn't really like Chaos Rising. Sorry. I'm just not a Greninja fan. There was some cool IRs and, you know, stuff in there that, don't get me wrong, it's got some nice arts. I think Perfect Order was better than Chaos Rising. I think the market is kind of telling us that too. Chaos Rising's dipping pretty hard. I do think Pitch Black is going to be a lot of fun. That Mega Darkrai to me is the coolest card that came out since the Phantasmal Charizard, flat out. That's my opinion. Well, from like a main box set, not Ascended Heroes. I don't really count Ascended Heroes in like the, you know, because it's not a booster box. So like when I speak like this, I'm really talking about like the main sets of the booster boxes. Like Ascended Heroes blows everything in Mega out of the water. Don't get me wrong. Like it's the best part of Mega. I think it'll continue to stay the best part of Mega, and I think it will go down as the evolving skies of Mega when it comes to like the goatedness of it and what people want in the future. Ascended Heroes is unmatched. It's so much fun. It's so cool. Don't get me wrong. But I do think that this Darkrai is the best main set chase to come out since the Phantasmal Flames Charizard, and I'll say it flat out. I don't like the gold. I've never liked gold. But yes, guys, those are the trends that we're seeing. A lot going on. Will Sword and Shield moves? We don't really know. We'll see what happens. A lot of people are trying to bully into other things right now with like vintage boxes and saying that vintage boxes are gonna, you know, they should go down because they're too expensive for the breakers to rip. But you know, look, I just believe in sealed. I'm gonna keep my money in sealed. I love sealed. It's so much fun to collect. I picked up a Rebel Clash case last week. Shout out Chris. Pretty cool piece. I didn't have one. That shows you that I collect sealed. I'm just gonna tell you guys the truth. Yeah, so, you know, look, stay present, stay in the times being, don't get pressured by the people that are trying to tell you to panic. Take a step back, still collect what you love. This stuff happens, you'll survive a market phase, and honestly, don't panic sell. Just relax, keep your stuff, sell for the value you're supposed to if you want to sell it, collect what you're supposed to, and you know, collect for the value that it is now, because today's price is not tomorrow's price, and yesterday's price ain't today's price. Guys, that's my little rant on the market talk, and that is today's video. I just love to discuss what I saw at a card show. Thank you guys so much for, you know, listening in, enjoy. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Do me a favor if you liked the video. Like the video! Yes, thank you guys so much. Like and comment a video between video 51 and 60 to get entered into the giveaway for the Charizard theme deck. Cracked Ice Charizard, pretty cool. Grade it, hold it, do whatever you gotta do. I don't really care. Guys, little stagnation coming up right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be at a show till like August, something like that, middle August. I don't know, a lot of craziness coming up. We got a Grail reveal coming. And then next week's video, I'll say it. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I love you guys. Nikki Cards, out.